Hi, that's me. I got real. I am working too many jobs and I'm not getting paid. Someone said yesterday that it sounded fun to do what I'm doing. I'm not sure. Where's my phone? I put it in here. So I was leaving. The girls are out running errands, and I'm gonna do a. I'm gonna take a piece of paper and take a picture of this. Oh, look, I left my chocolate out. It's gonna be all melted. It's supposed to be in the refrigerator. This is me. I get real, and I am I'm not gonna touch it. I got my hands dirty. Ooh, it's all melted. I'm gonna put a pin in it. That's from Bolt. The bad guy, right? The joy of the Lord is my strength from the Bible. I don't know what verse. I had a sermon on that once. That's the other one. Put a pin in it. Joy of the Lord is my strength. Oh, biblically, dust your feet at this place. I don't know if I have a Bible nearby. Jesus tells his disciples if they walk into a town and spread the good news and you don't bring your clothes, or you don't bring a change of clothes. I don't think you brought food or water to come in to the town to spread the good news of Christ. And you trust in the Lord to guide you to the right people who will bring you into their home, wash your feet, give you food and drink, and then give you changes of clothes. And if you come into a town you're not welcome like that, you dust your feet of that place and you leave. So basically you're bringing life-giving water. You're bringing hold on, this love from heaven and this teaching that's different than the Jewish teaching. And it's a new covenant being taught. So people go around the world, they teach it. In churches, they teach it by example. And they teach about the story of Jesus and the resurrection. And if they go into town to spread the gospel, the good news, and they're not allowed, or they're not being, taken seriously or whatever, then they're gonna be, or nobody wants to help them. They walk out of town and then dust their feet at this place. So I've had several instances in my life where I feel God says, so if God guides me here, guides my kid here, sorry, I don't feel really good. If God guides me in this place, let's go there. Or it's me being obedient, like I said earlier today about Jonah and the big fish. And I, again, will say it like that, like the little kid's story. I don't know if it was a mammal, a whale, or if it was actually a fish, like a tuna or something. But when I go into the place, I am that person who's able to I guess you're the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm spreading a message. I go into this place or I go to talk to this person. And I'm praying for this person and want to be friends. I talked about not dating or not having any partners and being single most of my life. If I met a guy or if I met a woman today and I'm straight, if I met a guy or a woman, it's like the first thing is, oh, you're nice or you're not nice, friend or foe. And if you see them at one of your community groups, or like this one person I know is volunteering in this place, and I wanted to ask them if they still volunteer in the place because I wanted to go up there. Um, my God, my computer did all these things I did not want it to do. I'm going to do those personal updates. And it brings you to stranger, acquaintance, friend, best friend, mentor, business partner, friend, buddy, let's volunteer. Maybe they're date, maybe you'll have a relationship, maybe not. Maybe everything will just fall apart. Maybe you'll never see them again. So when you meet someone or somebody's nice and you say hi and you talk to them, you're not just like, oh, I'm gonna marry you. Like, sometimes you feel like God might tell you something like that, but then like the disciples going to this village, God said, go this way, walk for 3 hours, and you're gonna see it over the hill. You're gonna see this place. Go to that, follow the path to there. Turn left at the first olive tree. Blah blah blah, and then you come in. You walk around. If they welcome you, come in, neighbor, friend. Who are you, stranger? And you're no longer sure to come in. Let me wash your feet. You pour you a glass of water, okay? There's a change of clothes. Wash up here. It's a place to sleep. They're gonna stay for a while. If I'm not welcome when I walk around the town, I'm dirty. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. There's no car. There's no fast food restaurant. There's no convenience store. There's no place to even take a reusable water bottle or cup and refill in a sink. And people say, too bad, we're gonna, who are those guys, who are those strangers? And then you're like, alright, walk away, dust your feet. So I've had this happen many times in my life, and you guys hear me talk about the Bible a lot. I don't have a lot of relationships with people, and I have a lot of negative relationships with people. And I spent 2 hours and 5 minutes on my last video discussing camping in Michigan, roughing it, building fires, cooking our food in foil. I showed you guys my mess kit that I think I got this at the Goodwill here in town a few years ago. It looks like the one my brother had, but I can't tell. I feel like stuff from the olden days was a little more sturdy, but you never know. Aluminum. There's a fry pan. There's a boil water thing. So cute. There's my... Would you care for some tea? Usually there's a measuring cup on these. This one doesn't have a measuring cup. And so I'm like sitting here talking about prepping, talking about Cody Linden's Art of Staying Alive. Or I think his other one was titled 98.6 Degrees Art of Staying Alive. This one is all HEW hockey sticks breaks loose. So I said it wrong earlier. I mentioned his other book, which I haven't read yet. So I'm finishing Pride and Prejudice. I think I have one chapter left. I didn't want to like cheat and look at the last pages, but I flipped through it. It's just a few more pages. Last week I had like 30 pages left. It's taken me a year. I have a stack of books. So I think tonight or tomorrow I might take all of them back that are due back at the library. So basically I was supposed to list all day, and I am just beat. So because of my doula business, I had so many jobs after I trained to be a doula, after I trained to be a midwife, and I didn't ever do those jobs. After I trained to be a naturopath, I didn't get any money the first year. I got $1,400 last year. That's pitiful. And I'm going to list this while I talk. And I'm that person who's like I kind of feel kind of like a jerk, but I'm like, well, I get this job, and then it makes it hard for me to work my businesses. But when I go to their work, I get paid, even if it's very little money. But if I work for myself, there's no guarantee I'm getting paid, plus I'm learning the ropes. And a lot of people I know in my situation, Another category. Tools. What's another word for tools? Home and shop. I would say home and garden. I need tool. General tools. Tools. Container. Home and garden household supplies and cleaning, home organization and storage boxes. Home oil. What about workshop? Garage work. Not books and magazines. Home and garden. Wow, I don't think it would be so hard to find. Anyway, so there's tools, hand tools, mixed tools, power tools. That's not what I want. The best one that came up was hair care. So if I look, I'm just gonna look. Look for it. Tools. I have no idea what to call this. It was a 3-pack. I might have the label. These are all bottle openers and water bottles. I think it's called an applicator bottle. It came up under home and beauty. I don't know if I just call it that, applicator bottle. So yeah, I just hated that whole like hair color applicators. These are all like I don't know if you can use it for that. Here's like one that's like almost the same. So all these are going for $3.89 for one. $5.55, 8 ounces. This is 8 ounces. 2-pack. Single pack, 4 ounces. So I'll say $5.99. Pack of 3, $6.50. I'll say $5.99 free shipping. I was thinking of more. I got it for like. I got this for my office. My massage therapist had that little thing with the oil. I think she heated it up in the microwave or something. I don't know. I'm just gonna call it applicator bottle. I'm gonna go back. It's just gonna be like that. And it's putting it under hair categories. I'm not even able to change it now to tools or anything. Just picked its own category. So I'll just say condition new. Usually gives me. I'm gonna say use. I'll say unused was part of a multi-pack. One bottle for quantity. 8 ounces with red applicator tip. Lid top screws. Tip pops off. Clear and smooth applicator. From Tool Star. Bismax. I'm gonna say LDPE. Plastic LE. Did I say L? I don't think I said LAPD. LDPE. LDPE. I think it says recyclable. Number 2, recyclable. Number 2, recyclable. And I'll say contact me with any questions. And the only thing is, I'm gonna weigh this. I'm gonna start it at $5.99. The shipping is probably. Might have to. I was gonna use this to do massage in my clinic. But I did one. No, I did. I had a bunch of stuff I had to do for my business. I'm gonna offer free shipping. However, I don't know what is the weight. I should just weigh it. Okay, let me shrink you. Let me shrink this. So, I'm really tired today. I don't feel well. I'm like feverish, kind of. And this closet is kind of broken too. I was gonna list 75 items like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I think I worked like I don't know what I did Monday. I can't remember. So I work every day. I do different appointments every day, and I am beat. Like I would like to just take the day off. And we had that inspection. It kicked my butt. I would like to take a day off. When I take a day off, I don't take a day off. So when we have added stuff like inspection, it is like double duty. And I just got mad at myself Tuesday and Wednesday that I was so out of shape and my body hurts. And I'm like, if I was in better shape, if my body wasn't so achy, if I wasn't so hungry and thirsty. Yeah, I feel like dogs they'll walk with their owners until they like collapse. Like they wanna please their owners so much. I'm gonna weigh it just like this. I'm gonna add the paper and there's a little box. I'm gonna add this too, and then I'm gonna weigh it by itself. So with a little box, which is basically a Ziploc box, it's 2.6. And that actually might not be a bad thing to ship it in a Ziploc bag. 2.6. I'm gonna weigh it with the paper by itself in this, and it's 1.4. So I'm gonna put it at 3, so I'm not shocked if the price is pretty high. I'll raise the price, or I'll have them pay 99 cents shipping. What I'm gonna do right now, is weigh it. Where's the weight at? I'm gonna weigh this at, I'll say, 10 by 9. Just because I put it in an envelope. That box isn't bad because then it won't get crushed, but it's kind of cheesy shipping it in a Ziploc box. Ziploc bag. They just want it really to be, I believe, under 70 total. Don't quote me on that, because when I do things on eBay, it changes. Or if I use an app versus something else, it changes. So right now I have it at 3 ounces. Without the box, it was, what did I say, 1.4. But it, like, if I were to have the paper in a poly bag, it wouldn't be. It would be close to, it would basically be 2 ounces. So I'm going to say save, and I'll come back and take the pictures. I think I had it under, so $5.99. Okay. This is sold. So I'm going to delete that one. And, oh shoot, somebody gave me an offer. Oh, Nike Dry Fit. They gave me offer like $4, $5. I think it was like $4, I swear. And I'm like, I like bought that, and I was gonna wear it. I don't even see the offer. I was like gonna wear it, and I'm like, dude, like, I need money. It was an extra small. I'm like, I had some like scrub towels I was gonna use to clean my house, and I was, again, like, so these pants are looked at. I got a Duetto filter. 103 people looked at that. I have the acceleration chi. People are waiting for that price. I think, am I doing free postage on that? I can't tell from this. I have a lot of views on some items, and I have some. I'm gonna do as many listings as I can. I have a watcher on this book, $6.65. It's gonna probably cost $3-4. It's a heavy book. These hangers. These shoes, I have a watcher. The boy's blazer, that's a horrible picture. I might actually redo the picture. Anatomy, physiology. Another boy's outfit. So I have 2 watchers on my tank top, which is like, I think it has a stain on it. It's like, I was going to wash it last week. I'm going to lower the price too. I'm going to put it at $5.55. Or $4. It's at $4.75. It's like so used, but like I just basically am like, I really like my clothes, but I really need to pay my rent, so it's kind of like, alright. Alright, so I'm gonna update that listing. I'll come back later, and I didn't realize I had a lot of watchers. So basically, if I can list more right now, I can sell more because my stuff will get pushed up. I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, part of me is like, dude, just take a nap for an hour and just let your body, like, rest. Like, the reason my daughter had helped me a lot more this month and a couple months ago, I just wore myself out or did the cleaning for the inspections, and I didn't do billing, and I didn't do this, I didn't do that. And it really sucks because it's like, I'm just so exhausted. I don't have respite, and I don't have days off. And when I had days off as a medical student or as an undergrad redoing my prereq for medical school, I always was a single parent, and I always worked. Most of the time, half the time I worked full-time hours during my breaks, and I feel like it's like my body is just like, who cares, you're done, like, you're so tired. And I'm just, before inspection notice, I was up 3 nights with the neighbors making all this noise, really hot, could hear them with the windows closed, but I really wanted to open the windows. It was like I would show you my phone showing it being 91 degrees in here, and I don't know what to say. I just feel like there's something wrong with me. Let's see what the temperature is now. And I just, like, right now, Tuesday night, I felt so sick, and we have bad air quality, even though they say it's getting better. And I just feel like, right now, I just feel like it would be worth my while, even if it's 5:30, and I just sat. So last time I measured it was 88.51, right there. That's just, I believe, yesterday. I wish you could save it. Right now it's 86.41 upstairs, or in my room. 86 degrees, 49, or yeah, 49% humidity. I gotta take this off. Oh God, that is a problem. Hang it up somewhere. Should I hang it there? Yeah. I was hanging on my mirror actually. I'm gonna hang it back on my mirror. Oh. So I have a lot I'm dealing with, and I'm gonna meet a client for one of my businesses that I'm restarting up because my first client stiffed me, and it's for them. It was 100. It was like, what am I thinking right now? Thousand, like around $1,000, $1,200 chart, $1,200 charge. I give them pretty much a 50% discount, which would have been 600, and they stiffed me, and it's because I was new in the business, and it was, I give them like a family friend discount. You don't want to lower your price for your clients because other people with your skills can be, like, it just lowers the value. Like, if McDonald's starts doing 99-cent cheeseburgers, and this guy's, nobody's buying their $1.29. Everyone, it's just like eBay, everyone's lowering it. So I'm gonna watch whatever's on TV, which seems silly. The next movie in my Disney playlist that I saw on top of the container that it was, like a bag, clear bag, was Cinderella. So yesterday I started the Aladdin King of Thieves, which is different than the other Aladdin. We used to have the other Aladdin. Someone gave away all of our stuff or stole it or whatever they did. We've had these people come in and just basically ransack me or say they're going to help tidy and help me to organize, and then basically stuff walks or disappears or gets thrown out. And it's happened multiple times, so part of why I do the eBay thing is I prayed about what to do, and God's like, organize everything. That was like 3 years ago for the car accident, so the medical business take off, because I'll have like clear thinking. But then the income kept dropping, and the rent kept going up despite it being subsidized. My my other thing. So this guy says, I'm so sorry, I forgot his name on YouTube. He says that I don't know if he had employees, but he's basically, if you see my room, I throw everything on the bed, all the boxes and the packaging materials and all the stuff. So I make the bed, throw everything on it, and then when I go to sleep, I throw everything off, and there's no room. Like, you almost want to build a loft and get a ladder. There's no room in our house, so everything's got to get out. This guy said he was making 6 figures on eBay. He might be doing, a lot of people are doing Amazon, all their stuff, local groups, there's Facebook groups. So these people are basically doing all this stuff, and he said that one thing he realized was his most efficient and most best way to make that much money was working alone. Most people on eBay for YouTube videos will say that they needed help, whether it be their partner or like part-time employee, full-time employees. This other guy says without his employees, he wouldn't be able to get as much done. And then this other guy said, back to the first guy, he says he's aiming to see if he can make 1 million, so 7 digits in a year. I don't know if that's gross or net. He might be talking net. And he's saying that if he could get the 6 alone, that he can get 7 alone. Some other guys, if you watch, where I talk about these guys all the time. So there's Rockstar Flipper in Florida, which is Casey. And then there's Pete in Illinois, who owns the shop, Trading Post. Crystal Lake, I think, Crystal. He's, what's his name? I entered a contest. His shirt says hustle harder. I want to win the shirt. Craigslist Hunter. He's doing his thing, which includes a shop, which includes a clean out business, which includes him doing eBay, and it includes who knows what other hustlings. You see him filming. He used to have a GoPro, so he'd go to people's houses, buying cameras, buying this, selling this, buying stereo equipment. He loves doing the stereo equipment. Packaging up. He dumpster dives. Like, he literally jumps in dumpsters. He knows all of the security guys. My thing about dumpster diving, besides broken glass and needles, or someone sleeping there, or rats, is getting stuck in there. He can climb his butt out of there, and it's like in the old days, my mom used to send me to the dumpster to get tennis balls. But it was like the old military base where you had the square dumpster. And they had the window doors on the side. So somehow I'd have to crawl in there, grab the balls, and crawl out. I don't know how I did it. Because those were like way taller than your head. And I remember in the olden days, they had the big metal dumpsters that were like low to the ground. Like, I'm trying to point low to the ground. And then now it's like they had the big plastic bins that are like way up. Like, they changed our recycling after I got in a car accident, and I almost got evicted because I had a box on my porch with a water bottle in it, and like a flyer they threw on our sidewalk, like a newspaper, I mean. And I was getting ready. They changed it after I got in a car accident and made it really high, and I couldn't lift my arms. So I was going to get the 2 girls from work. I was late. The manager kept trying to call me. I was talking to my friend that on the phone from Illinois that I hadn't talked to in over 10 years. And she kept calling, and I kept waiting, and it was nobody there. So she basically came over and said, I've been calling you, and you're slamming the door or the phone down on me. What I thought, because I knew she had 2 little babies, I thought like the 2-year-old was playing with the phone and just pressing buttons. Like, I literally thought that. And my friend, who I hadn't talked to in 10 years, said, wow, if the manager's calling 3 times in a row, and it's like, here it was like 8 at night, it was like 11 over there, 10, 11 at night. He goes, on a Sunday, it must be really important, I'll let you go. And I was like, no. He's like, no, it sounds important. So she came to the door, she goes, what's this? And by that time, the phone kept ringing, I was freaking out. But I had like pajamas on, or sometimes like I go out, I take my clothes off because I want to keep the other clothes nice. It used to be just like if you wear nice clothes or drip oil or chocolate on something and ruin it. Now it's like even like nicer clothes I like sell. Mediocre clothes I keep even if it has stains in it, and then the stained ones I don't like to look at myself in the mirror with like dribble everywhere. But then I save those because sometimes you don't clean certain things. Those I'm really sloppy, like people painting. And I was like trying to throw on clothes and use the bathroom, and it was dark outside, and the mall was closed. It was Sunday. It closes at 6. So they had to close down, and they're waiting for me. I'm trying to get out the door. The phone rings. The girls are calling, like, I'm trying to get out the door. I'll be right there. The manager's knocking on my door, and she goes, what's this box doing there? I'm like, oh, the girls are getting out. She goes, you slammed the phone down on me. She comes back. So I go out to get a car to get the girls. I'm already like 10 minutes late. It's dark. They're 16 outside at the mall, which is also a bus depot, by themselves in the dark. And so the mall's closed. There's no customers. There's no like store people looking, watching. Not that you can't get kidnapped with those things happening. And the manager had placed within that 5 minutes of me throwing my shoes on an eviction notice on my door because I had a disorderly porch. And she goes, what is this? You need to move this. So there was like chairs on my porch and something else. What I did was I moved everything into the house except for the box. And then I took it. I go, I don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't hang up the phone. I was talking to my friend I haven't spoken to in 10 years. Every time I switched over, there was nobody there. She goes, no, you slammed the phone down on me. I was like, slam the phone. And I was like, I want a cell phone. I wouldn't slam my phone against the desk. It's got buttons and swipe screen, right? Come in. Who is it? Who is it?
Ella.
I didn't. Anyways, it's 91 and 43%. It might be because it was on my lap. But basically, it was really sad because I know the dumpster was lower. And when you're injured, I was going to have my daughter, when we got home at like 9, throw it away for me as soon as we got home. And there was also rats out there, so then she blamed me for not calling the exterminator. It sucked. To be a proper. Don't let people drive you insane.